Oh, fuck's sake.
Breaking news.
Wait, we got some breaking news.
One sec, mate.
Tottenham news.
Fabio Paratici has just landed in London and is ready to close the deal for Nuno Espirito Santo to be the new manager. He's ready to. He's coming and he's ready to close the deal. Damasio has said it.
Come sit.
So Fabio Paratici has just landed right now in London to seal the deal for Spurs to announce Nuno Espirito Santo, and that's been corroborated by Michael Bridge as well.
Who's
from Sky
that?
Sports. It was corroborated in the news.
So it looks as though Nuno is going to be the new manager of Tottenham.
I don't think we haven't. I don't think we've spoken about this together on camera yet. Have we?
Haven't. I called in quickly, but
You did call in. That's right. Oh, yeah, you did do that.
yeah.
What do you make of that breaking news?
Look, I said at the time, I don't think I'm not that bothered that Nuno is going to be our manager, because I don't think it matters what manager we have right now.
Yeah.
I think that we need reform from the top to the bottom. Daniel Levy needs serious rethinking of how he does things, and Nuno's not the worst manager. Let's be honest, yeah. At Valencia, he did a very good job playing attacking football. Got Champions League with Valencia. Look what they've been since then. At Wolves, he did a very good job, albeit in the last year he played very reserved football. But I think with the Wolves team, you got to remember that every time we played Wolves, they battered us. Even if we won, they played us off the park. Okay. So Nuno is not a bad manager. Let's put it straight.
But is your worry that after a year of Jose and his defensive style of football, that in Nuno's best season with Wolves in the Premiership was that with him and Jota, Traore, that his best season was 47 goals in the Premier League?
Obviously, massive big up to Aroma Lounge. Come on.
First of all, a massive big up to Aroma Lounge here in Wembley for hosting us today. But what I get what you're saying in terms of, his best season with Wolves is a 7th finish. But he's coming into a bigger club now. He's coming into a club with better players as well.
But my question to you, and all three of you, would be, if Kane goes, which looks like Kane will go, would you trust Nuno Espirito Santo, with 150 million plus?
I would, because I think his recruitment's been top notch.
It has.
I think his recruitment for Wolves has been top notch. So he is one of the managers that I would trust. And I think with some of the managers we've been linked with in terms of Gattuso, and Fonseca,
I agree with that.
People like that. I think Nuno is a better manager than them. I don't know what you're feeling about the situation.
My feeling towards it is that we sacked Jose with a fact in mind that his football was boring, it was defensive, it was backwards, sideways. Nuno's especially in his last year anyway, he was the same way. He played football that was just boring to watch. So as Spurs fans, we argued that Jose was boring, we wanted Jose out, we want better football, we want attacking, free-flowing football, we want the Poch football back. But is Nuno the right man for that? I agree. He bought the right players to Wolves and he got Wolves playing well for the years up to the last one, but I don't know if anyway for the next 2 years, Tottenham, I don't think they'll be able to play that football personally. I don't think that Nuno's going to be the man that's going to get us playing decent football again, because I just don't think our squad's good enough to get decent football. He
can't. Maybe you could argue he might not get us play decent football. Can he get us competitive again?
Yes.
That's the question.
I don't think it's down to the manager at the moment. I think we've got to lose the dead wood in our squad, because at the moment you got too many players that just aren't good enough to be at Tottenham Hotspur.
But my comeback to that would be, the agent, I forget his name.
Mendes.
Yes. He would be able to work with Paratici and be able to bring some of the better players into Tottenham, and I feel like we're at a point now where we kind of need what we can get at the minute. And if Nuno comes in, and we have been bad, we have been bad defensively. If he was to bring someone in, a Neves or a Moutinho,
what about Pedro Neto?
Exactly, because Bale, by the looks of it, Bale isn't staying. So if we was to get a Pedro Neto on the right, and we was to somehow manage to keep Kane, and if Bale goes, who are we going to play on the right?
And there's an update as of 10 minutes ago from Romano saying Tottenham are still in talks with Nuno, but it's an open race for the Spurs job.
Between who?
It says an open race. So Damasio saying Paratici just flew into London today to seal the deal, but Romano's saying it's still an open race.
He hasn't even started the job yet, that's why.
But apparently he's flown in today to seal the deal.
Who did you say before that Nuno was very in talks to get the job?
Romano.
Romano's
saying they're in talks, but it's an open race.
Look, I think...
So don't put it past Spurs for a last-minute U-turn again.
I agree with that, but I don't think that Nuno's the worst option. I
no,
really don't.
I don't agree either, but...
And I get it, he's underwhelming compared to, just a bit like Fonseca, he's a very underwhelming compared to what we were linked with like Conte and Poch, and then when you're linked with them, then you end up with a manager who his best achievement is like getting European football instead of actually winning stuff or challenging right at the top.
I think Nuno's a manager I can get behind.
Yeah, I think so. Look, he's not a bad manager, and I think people panning on him, I think it's a bit of overreaction. But there you have it in terms of that Nuno news.
All right, so that is the breaking news from Di Marzio and Romano that Nuno is in talks, well, further talks with Tottenham now. Paratici has flown back into London. It looks as though at the moment that Nuno will be our new manager, but who knows, don't they?
You know what? The amount of times I've said that about a manager, and then the next day I've got egg on my face saying, we've done another U-turn, lads, sorry. We'll have to wait and see, but it looks at the moment Nuno looks like the guy.
Yeah. All right, but